To come to you live. Sorry for all the commotion that may happen in between time. I am at home. So this is my space. It's nothing that's very precise. It's very open and very free flowing. So we'll be practicing out in the yard today. You don't necessarily have to. Take your time, get your mat. If you got yoga blocks, grab those. If not, get a really great, sturdy, thick book to have within you. And we're going to begin in just a few moments. So get yourself situated. Don't mind the pups either. They love to do yoga with us as well. And hang tight for just a few moments. Can you roll your mat out, please? Thank you very much. How's it going, Thorsey?
Ooh.
This is Thor.
Who's that?
Those are some people that are watching us. That's Angelina.
That's Angelina?
Yeah.
She used to go to the school program.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Can you roll your mat out, sir?
That is
Diego's sister, yes. All right, we'll begin in just a few more moments, about 3 more minutes. Okay, thank you. Move. All right, that's enough. Okay, that's all I have for you. Okay.
Oh.
All right, you all ready? So, get yourself situated. We're going to come to a seated pose first. So, get yourself on the center of your mat. And we're going to sit in hero pose. So, if you can see me, we're going to sit. We're going to come onto our knees and sit back and recline. So, our tailbone is literally on the heels of our feet. So, get yourself situated. And flatten the top of the feet. Make sure that your toes are not curled under. Make sure that they're flattened. And go ahead and lengthen your spine. You can close your eyes if you want. Just feel the breeze if you're outside. If you're inside, just allow yourself to come to a nice quiet moment. Lengthen the spine. Close your eyes and begin to breathe. Deep inhales. Breathing in. And breathing out. Lengthen that back nice and straight. And as you continue to breathe with your eyes closed, lengthening your spine, allowing that airflow to properly move throughout the complete diaphragm. Begin to think on some positive thoughts, something that brings joy and happiness to you. And with your next inhale, we're going to bring those arms up and above our head, still seated in easy pose, lengthening those arms, bringing both hands, palms facing each other. Reach tall and wide, really extending those arms. And as you exhale, fall forward, hinging at the hips, allowing those hands to come all the way down to your mat. Tuck that chin in. Take a few deep breaths. And with your next inhale, allow your hands to walk you back to your hero pose. Lengthening that spine. We're going to go ahead and swipe our feet up and underneath of us. So we're going to place our feet onto our mat firmly in front of us, bending the knees ever so gently. Good job. All right. So make sure you extend that spine. You want to make sure you have that back nice and lengthened. You're going to take your hands and you're going to grab onto the back of your knees. All right, so as you have your hands placed onto the back of your knees, lengthen that spine nice and straight. And with your next inhale, we're going to bring these feet up into the air. Point the toes. So I'll give you a side angle. You can stay that way. So your back is nice and lengthened, toes pointed out in front of you. We're going to take 3 deep breaths, and if you'd like, you can let go of those arms. If you need to, you can bring them back. Making sure that you have that back lengthened and not arched over. So a nice lengthened back.
Like this?
You're a little arched.
It's
All right, and whenever you finish that last breath, bring those feet back down to the mats. Beautiful job. We're going to crisscross these feet coming into easy pose. Inhale, we're going to bring these arms up and above our head, lengthening out through the fingertips, palms facing each other. Exhale, we're going to reach over to the right side. Take 3 deep breaths, extending out through the fingertips. And with your next inhale, coming back to center, still reaching up. Exhale over to the opposite side. Take 3 deep breaths, reaching out through the fingertips, really extending them. Inhale on that last breath, coming back to center. Exhale, we're going to fall forward, hinging at the hips, bringing those hands down, tucking your chin in, and bringing your forehead down to the mat if you can. Take 3 deep breaths. Inhale, guide those hands, allow you to come back to a seated position. Inhale, bring those arms up and above. Exhale, we're going to bring them down in front of us, still keeping our back lengthened so you can see me. Beautiful job. So we're going to rock forward, so you can rock coming onto your knees. And if you need to make modifications and adjustments, take your time. Coming onto all fours. So we call this a tabletop position.
Oh,
Tabletop, yes. Making sure that the hands are placed right underneath the shoulders, knees aligned with the hip bones. As you inhale, come onto the balls of your feet, pushing up and back into your downward facing dog. Exhale, heels to the mat. Inhale, we're going to walk our hands and feet together, finding ourselves in a forward fold.
Mama.
Not right now. Inhale, we're going to bring these hands up and above the knee or below the knee, coming for a half lift. Lengthening and straightening the back. Keeping that neck aligned. And then exhale, fall forward, hinging at the hips. Grabbing onto those shins. Bend those knees. Inhale, come all the way up to mountain. Hands up and above, reaching up to the sky. Really extending that spine. Exhale, we're going to bring our hands down the heart center, bending our knees and coming into a seated chair.
Oh, this is hard. This one can't have
Good job.
Listen,
All right,
listen,
so
heavy
now,
breaths,
because we're working on
put your
twists today in the digestive system and some self-courage, so as you remain within your chair, we're going to twist the body to the left side. So taking your upper, there you go, Angelina, you got it. And you're going to take your right elbow and allow it to lean onto your left knee if you can. Good job. All right, take 3 deep breaths. Exhale, release, coming back to center, still in your seated chair. Beautiful. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, place those hands on your mat. Step back into your downward facing dog. We're going to inhale, right leg up into the air. Right leg in the air. Yep, you got it. And then exhale, we're going to bring it to the chest, knee to chest. Knee to chest. Good job. And we're going to flatten the foot as if we're coming into a lunge. Rotate that back foot 45-degree angle
So like a racing?
and come up into a warrior one.
No, warrior one.
Warrior one. All right, so make sure those hips are facing forward. Hips are forward. Making sure that knee is aligned with that front ankle. So right knee and right ankle are aligned. Back foot 45 degrees. Bring those hands to heart center. Take 3 deep breaths. Now with your next exhale, we're going to twist the upper body just like we did in chair pose, but we're going to twist it to the right and allow our left elbow to rest on our right knee and take 3 deep breaths. And on that final exhale, release, coming back to center, bringing both hands down to your mats. Beautiful job. We're going to push all of our weight onto our left hand. Place it next to your right foot. All of your weight on your left hand and your right heel. And we're going to, and if you need to, you can grab your book or your block. Allow your left hand to be placed on it so you have a little bit more of a longer length. You're going to push up with that back foot, twisting the body, allowing that right hand to come into the air. And if you need to make modifications, you can bring this left leg, instead of having it in the air, you can bring the left ankle down, twisting the body to the right, right arm in the sky. Exhale, bringing both hands down to the mats. Stepping back into downward facing dog. Bringing those heels to the mat as you exhale. Inhale, walk those hands and feet together, finding yourself in a forward fold. Bend those knees. Inhale all the way up. Hands all the way up. Exhale, bring them down to your side. Shake them out. All right, y'all ready for the next side? All right, so get yourself back and centered onto your mat. Keeping your thick book or block nearby. Inhale, arms up towards the sky, reaching out through the fingertips. Exhale, fall forward.
Oh God.
Inhale, come to a half lift. Hands below or above the knees. Back is lengthened. Exhale, fall forward, grabbing onto those shins. Are you participating? Look at this thing. Inhale, bend those knees, coming all the way up. Hands up and above. Exhale, bring them down to heart center and guiding yourself into your chair pose. Seated chair, bending the knees. Imagining you're sitting in a chair. Hold here, 3 deep breaths. And twist the body to the right, allowing your left elbow to raise onto your right knee, twisting the upper body. Exhale, release, come back to center. Come into a forward fold, grabbing onto the back of the shins. Inhale, coming into your downward facing dog. Exhale, heels to the mat. Inhale, left leg into the air. Exhale, bring it to the chest, knee to chest, knee to chest,
Knee to desk, knee to desk,
knee to chest.
knee to desk.
And allow it to come forward. Bring that knee forward as if it's coming into a lunge. Pushing up, coming into your warrior one, hips facing forward. Y'all got this.
Mommy, look. I changed the phone out.
Thanks. Inhale, stop picking the grass.
I'm putting
Exhale,
the
hands
back
down to heart center.
down.
Twist the body to the right, to the left, allowing the right elbow opposite. Exhale, untwist. Inhale, bring both hands down. You can grab onto your block, place it under your right hand if you need to.
That's a good thing.
Pushing all of your weight onto your left heel, right hand, pushing up and twisting the body. Allowing that left hand to come up into the air, right arm in the air, and if you would like, you can make a modification by bringing that right knee down to the ground, left arm up. Exhale, release, bringing both hands down to your mat, stepping back into your downward facing dog. Bringing both knees down to the ground and sinking back into your child's pose. Holding it here, taking a few deep breaths. Just taking a moment to rest and relax.
And mountain pose. Pitch. God, I need to get my spectacle.
Come up onto all fours into a tabletop position. We're going to go ahead and inhale, come onto the balls of the feet, pushing up and back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, walk those hands and feet forward together. Finding yourself in a forward fold. Can you stop picking the grass now? Bend those knees. Inhale, coming all the way up to mountain. Hands in the air, standing up straight, really elongating the spine. Exhale, hands to heart center, sinking down into your chair. I'm not going to make it too hard on everybody now. Hold here, 6 deep breaths.
Put that back in.
Keep that back nice and lengthened. Exhale, release, and allow yourself to come into a forward fold. Inhale, bend those knees, reaching all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, hands down to heart center, sinking back into your chair. And holding for another 6 breaths. Sustaining your balance, breathing nice and slow. Exhale, fall forward, grabbing onto the back of the shins.
Okay.
Inhale, coming into a downward facing dog. Exhale, heels to the mat. Inhale, bring those knees down to your mat as well, coming back into tabletop. We're going to side swipe the knees so you can bring them over to the left or to the right side, your shins, or you can crisscross your legs, coming back into a seated pose. Coming into the center of your mat. Legend, can you shut the door, please? How's everyone feeling?
I'm trying to show my kids.
All right, so let's go ahead and inhale, bring those arms all the way up. Exhale, fall forward, bringing those hands down to in front of you, down to your mat, really lengthening, taking 6 deep breaths, and with each inhale, walk those hands out further, really extending the stretch, releasing tension in the upper and lower back.
That thing, you know, don't catch it, so I'm going to see if it can
Inhale, walk those hands back up, coming back into a seated position. We're going to lengthen those legs out in front of us. Keep that back nice and straight and lengthened. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, we're going to allow them to come to a L. Right arm out to the side, left arm up to the sky. It's like YMCA.
YMCA.
All right, so we're going to take our right hand, and as we inhale, we're going to twist, bringing our right hand behind us and our left hand, raising it onto the right hip. We're going to take our head and gently look over and behind our right shoulder.
Can you stop picking the grass?
No, you can't. We're taking 10 deep breaths within our twist. 10 deep breaths.
If it was, stop. No, I don't need to make it.
And on that last breath, exhale, release, coming back to center. Shake out those arms. Inhale, arms up towards the sky, allowing the left arm to fall out to the side, right arm up, twisting, bringing this right hand onto the left hip.
Smell it more, Thor.
Looking behind you.
Deserves everything.
Thanks.
Oh God.
Continuing to breathe, a few more deep breaths. Exhale, release, twisting back to center. We're going to bring both feet up onto the mats. We're going to make a butterfly, allow both knees to fall to the sides. Coming into a bound angle pose. Lengthen the back. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we're going to hinge and fall forward. Walking those hands out in front of us. Each breath, 10 deep breaths. Last inhale, walk those hands all the way back up, coming back to a seated position. We're going to bring both feet back onto the mat, grabbing onto the back of the knees. Inhale, lengthen that spine. We're getting ready to come all the way down. So go ahead and lift up, coming back into your boat pose from what we started with at the beginning. Toes arched in front of you. Back is lengthened. Balancing on your sit bones. Take 10 deep breaths. 10 deep breaths. You can do it. Can you take 10 deep breaths instead of messing with the grass? Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
It's a challenge. I can beat you.
It's a battle? Okay. Hit it.
And once you finish that last breath, allow yourself to roll completely onto your back. Bring those knees to chest and rock back and forth. Allowing yourself to come to a stationary position. Both hands lying out to the side. Extend both legs up into the air and bring them down with grace and ease all the way to the mat. And once they have arrived at the mat, release. Let go of all muscles, all tension. Close your eyes and just breathe. Can you join us?
Make you turn back again.
Okay, you don't have to move because this is a meditative.
Well, I made all.
Here. And as you continue to lie, just close your eyes. Just let yourself be. Focus on those happy thoughts. Focus on joy and love. Close your eyes. Just be. Just rest. Relax. Taking the time to just love yourself as you rest and relax into your Shavasana.
That looks normal. My gosh, looks normal.
Continuing to breathe. Nice and slow. And whenever you're ready, you can wiggle your toes and fingers.
You too.
Taking your time. Coming up into a seated position. Bringing those hands to heart center. Feel the rhythm and the love within your heart. May the light and love within me and all living things live within you. Namaste. Thank you for joining.
You hate me. I know you hate me. I know you hate me. So these sharks.
Okay.
Tony Stark.
Move so you don't move my water and it doesn't spill. Bye guys, thanks for tuning in to your not so average and normal yoga flow. Join us tomorrow, 6:30. We'll be here with Thor. Hopefully these two will act accordingly, but if not, don't worry about it. Just 30 minutes of your time. Hopefully this will allow you to practice in your own space and to grow in your own space. Bye, peace, love, blessings, joy, and happiness from us to you.